If one just cast back in time, for example, into the waste of the night that we can see around us, that region of wandering fires and gas, and the enormous desert range of the universe as far as we can reach out and see it, we somehow have the feeling that there's something very, very strange, very peculiar about the first emergence of life out of this wilderness, which in many ways seems so indifferent to everything that we believe in.
All cities seem to have a mythical origin that is often another city, that is often some other foundation that they're recalling or aspiring to. And so many great cities of the past aspire to other places. In many ways, Alexandria, Egypt, was meant to be a kind of a more perfect Athens in some sense. So all cities really harken back to some mythical foundation. It's hard to know where that actually begins.
The rise and fall of images of the future precedes or accompanies the rise and fall of cultures. As long as society's image is positive and flourishing, the flower of culture is in full bloom. Once the image begins to decay and lose its vitality, however, the culture does not long survive.
We are in a world that we don't understand anymore. We looked back to the myth and the metaphor of the Enlightenment. The old rules no longer seem to apply, the new rules haven't been discovered. What we need is a second Enlightenment.
Now the Biosphere 2 project, having been able to recycle water, recycle sewage, purify the atmosphere and so forth, is a direct clue as to how to create sustainable communities. To be prefaced with the idea that Toynbee showed, I think convincingly, and others, that civilizations have a lifetime, just like people have a lifetime. And that this lifetime, I think, averages something like 750 years. There are civilizations that have been cut off or truncated without achieving their potential. But my understanding is that we're at the tail end of the Renaissance civilization, and sometimes called the synthetic civilization.
In my experience, innovation is usually credited to individuals, but as Brian Eno says, it's really not genius so much as genius. It's a bunch of people who give each other a kind of encouragement and permission to create and be as good as each other and then better than each other and all that.
E qualunque mito, che è l'elemento fondante di qualunque civiltà, di qualunque storia, è sempre il punto d'origine, e se nutrito diventa qualcosa di vero.
Whatever myth that is at the origin of history, of the origin of a culture, if nourished, becomes a reality.
And someone has to have the courage to really, to draw it, to think about it, to write about it, to dream about it before you can actually build it. I mean, the dream has to predate the realization.
The town planner, if he has the imagination and the skill, can help the citizens of the megalopolis to win their spiritual battle. He can help them in inspiring visible forms with material symbols of these invisible spiritual treasures.